So as you can see, Urakaar going for quick barracks. Actually, let me check the colors once again. Yeah, Prawsha is red, so it's set up correctly. We see a deformer right here, a little bit in the front, so definitely going to block the path, entering path to his base. Of course, producing harvesters. Actually, let me bring the resource table here. Okay, we are seeing the farm. Pretty basic opener, not blocking the path, but I mean it's actually pretty decent against Fallen, because of course your swordsmans are much stronger and they will beat the hive stingers in a small space. But you can also play it like this. However, I would definitely stick the buildings together so you can at least close a tower between them. Which I mean you still could, but it would be much harder like this. I don't know if Prawsha actually wanted to bring it so much to the right here. Maybe he's going to actually create in the front. No, he's just building it like this. Definitely going to need another summon really soon. I'm expecting him to not necessarily do a rush, but definitely produce some hive stingers in the beginning. Mainly to explore the map and everything. I mean, he's definitely not going for a quick expansion. I think Urakaar might actually expect that, since he saw it in the previous game. So maybe he's going to try to rush him. He's going for second barracks. However, he's not even moving his swordsman right now. So we'll have to see. We see already first hive stinger being produced. Building a soul trap. Okay, I think he did the same thing, Prawsha, in the first game when he played as Fallen. We already saw him once playing Fallen, and he also built a soul trap this quickly as well. But we didn't really see what he was supposed to do after that, or not supposed, but what he was planning to do after that, because he was playing against MK19, I think, and he was making wyverns, so he needed to swap and create a incubator and the wild cocoon. So we see just some swordsmans, definitely need another farm really soon. Running out of population, this second barrack will be totally useless. Already exploring, Prawsha going to the top section, making sure no one is there. Actually, he managed to sneak through here. Took some damage, but he's going to explore the strategy. Once again, scout tower in the front. I'm not too big fan of that, but fine. Hive stinger just exploring everything. Prawsha making sure that there is no fishy strategy with Valkyries in the back or anything. Which he kinda confirmed. Town hall is not upgraded. He doesn't have blacksmith, so nothing from that anyways. Yeah, so this is just pure swordsmans. So he just needs to build a counter for that. He's not actually producing anything right now, but he's going for quick vengeance hall. Definitely want to bring some. I would say Avengers, but maybe he's going to surprise us with matriarchs. That's quite decent counter to priests. Or he could potentially even make some nightmares for some extra defensive options, some shields maybe just for his hive stingers. That could definitely also work pretty decently. We can see him scouting this position, where Urakaar could be creating his expansion. He's going to move his hive stinger back a little bit, so it's not spotted when Urakaar runs through here, but it will spot the base if it's being built there. 31 population on both sides, totally balanced. Definitely need to build another farm really soon. This is one thing Urakaar is a little bit behind with. He has the resources for it now, but he doesn't see that he doesn't have population. So we'll see when he realizes that he doesn't have population. He actually decides to upgrade his town hall, definitely a smart move, but now he should be already building another farm. Building the blacksmith back there, I would still build it here, but it's fine. You can also harvest there. But I will just try to close the base as much as possible. One high stinger here, I think he will just hold position him, so he can spot the area, but he's not attacking. Yeah, he did exactly that. Building a farm here, it will be just blocking the path of the peasants harvesting wood. This is good, of course, blocking the base a little bit. Prawsha going for Sorrow of Shrine. Okay, a Sorrow Shrine. And another Vengeance Hall, so definitely going for some Matriarchs, but also making at least one Nightmare. So this might be a decent fight between Matriarchs and Priests. Potentially even... yeah, actually he just attacked here by mistake, so he's going to get probably killed, but maybe he will escape. Probably not. It might be a fight between priests and matriarchs, but maybe Urakaar will even go for some catapults. That would be also interesting, but he already has some keep, so he should definitely, with those kinds of resources, start building something. One high stinger here, just checking the area. Pikeman, okay. Actually going for a gnome workshop first. Definitely expecting some hive spitters, I would say. To be honest, all Prawsha really needed to do in this situation was just create some hive guards, because there is literally nothing that could defeat them. Only one tower, and he could just easily harass all the peasants here. But he didn't go that way. He decided to do this strategy instead. Upgrades the move speed of Nightmares. Okay. I actually thought he was going for Matriarchs, but maybe he's just going for Nightmares and he's going to upgrade them in the Sorrow Shrine, because that's the building where you upgrade them. I still don't think he has quite enough Hive Stingers. But maybe with the Frost Shields he might be able to defeat this. I mean, catapults will be a problem, but you can quite easily charge them with the Hive Stingers. So we'll see how this works. No expansions on both sides. Definitely smart, because you just need to pump the resources into your army to be effective. Now we are going to see if he can actually deal with this. We see some first Elf Rangers. Urakaar is expecting probably some Hive Stingers, but Hive Guards, but that's not going to happen. Prawsha is just going full on Nightmares. He doesn't even have Incubator. Not even talking about Valkycoon, so definitely cannot get 2 flying units now. And if he wanted to create some units from the Dimensional Gate, that would be even harder. So we cannot expect any flying units from either of the players now. No Sanctuary, Elven Sanctuary here too. He's just accumulating more Nightmares, probably waiting for some mana. I would still want to see more Hive Stingers. I don't think this is going to work too well, especially against the catapults. Also, I would like to see from Urakaar another catapult. He has the resources for it now. He can also make a few more swordsmans, another barracks, of course. Sorry, not barracks, another farm. Some damage upgrades, definitely useful. I mean, the Prawsha army is not like weak, but I don't think he's going to push this, especially if they fight here. I mean, he has Nightmares, which is good, but the catapult is going to do more harm, I would say. Pikemen have a little bit longer range than swordsmen, so they can kinda attack even when they are behind the swordsmen. Prawsha needs to retreat now. He just wasted all his mana on all of his units, on the Frost Shields, so I mean, he can maybe shoot one unit here, but too risky. I would just retreat, heal all the units at home, and then just continue after you regenerate some mana. He just keeps spamming the same units, going for some damage upgrade for your Nightmares. He doesn't have the Incubator, so he cannot even... Now he's building it, but he cannot really upgrade the Hive Stingers. He's actually just separating his army now. I mean, Hive Stingers and Nightmares. He has one upgrade for damage. Upgrading another one. Totally ignoring any armor. He just wants to tank it with the Hive Stingers. Taking huge damage from the catapults, I don't think this is too smart. To be honest, I would expect the expansion from at least one of the players now. But none of them wants to really commit to anything. Urakaar is kinda close in this base, not really going anywhere. And Prawsha definitely could make expansion like right here and it wouldn't get destroyed. I mean, the chance for that getting destroyed is like super small, but he just doesn't have the resources for that. Now he's a little bit behind with the population. I mean, he lost only like one Hive Stinger there, but still lost the fight kinda. Needs to at least regenerate, and he definitely needs to make something really quickly so he can defeat this. Seems like Urakaar is maybe getting prepared to attack really soon. Prawsha already knows, of course, the strategies of Urakaar because he already played Empire in the previous match, while Prawsha is playing Fallen. So Urakaar probably don't really know what to expect. Going for a Wild Cocoon, definitely smart. Maybe even want to use the Metamorphosis with his Hive Stingers and fly and drop on the catapults and priests. Or he at least want to make some Hive Guards, maybe slow down the catapults or totally destroy them. Of course, he can also slow them down with Nightmares. Yeah, you have frost damage from multiple different sources as Fallen. Making an expansion, this also seemed like an attack to me, but maybe he's just going to protect his expansion, but okay, seems like he's going to attack too. To be honest, I don't think Prawsha can really win this fight. Also depends if Urakaar already researched the Resurrection. He just started now. I would definitely wait for that. This is going to die. Prawsha is kinda wasting his Hive Stingers here. Lost like 2 units, 3 units, I don't know. Let me remove the table here. Bring up the HP. Yeah, I mean the Hive Stingers are just getting one-shotted by the catapults. While... oh, actually some Matriarchs, okay. While, of course, he doesn't really have the damage to kill the Empire army. Bringing up some skeletons, definitely effective, but I'm still not too sure. Okay, this is definitely win for Prawsha. Unless Urakaar resurrects like 10 units here, but he doesn't have mana for that. Actually, this priest has mana. Actually, he doesn't have resurrect. I just talked about it. It's being researched. So yeah, Urakaar got defeated here. Probably not the end of the game, but the catapults are not going to escape. I would at least run away with the Rangers. He's trying to kill at least some Nightmares while the catapult tanks some damage. The problem is that Prawsha can now decide to either just spam lots of Hive Stingers and probably just push Urakaar, or he can just go for an expansion. The another problem is that Urakaar actually decided to expand here and now he's going to get destroyed, of course, which is big waste of resources. At least he should cancel it, not just get it destroyed. Yeah, so he gets at least some resources back. Not the full amount, but at least something. Yeah, but as you can see, Urakaar has basically 0 units, while Prawsha has pretty decent army. And I'm not too sure how Urakaar could turn this around. One Bone Archer, probably not going to explore anywhere too far, but at least keep an eye on this section, so there is no more expanding. We can see some pikemans. To be honest, they are effective against Nightmares because 150% damage from them, so you will deal 50% more. But you somehow need to get to the Nightmares, which is quite difficult, especially if there is like 20 Hive Stingers between the Nightmares and the pikemans. We can actually check the experience. Almost 2,500. It's enough to upgrade the Hive Stingers to level 2, which gives you 5 more HP. Not too much, but still decent. But it didn't really upgrade the Nightmares yet. He needs to get few more experience. Now he's just regenerating the HP. He has like 2 injured nightmares, but still worth it for him to stay here a little bit. He gained an advantage and doesn't want to throw it away by attacking when he doesn't need to, and this is the moment. I think he probably upgraded, yeah, flying, metamorphosis for his hive stingers. So now he's just going to land them somewhere. Okay, Urakaar is going full on defense mode because he doesn't see any Avengers. So this seems like the most logical way for him to defend this. The problem is that the hive stingers won't even worry about this. They will just drop back here and destroy all the peasants. So yeah, Urakaar sees it, but cannot really do anything. There should be at least 2 towers in the back to at least defend this. Once the hive stingers drop, I would definitely like to see all the peasants go into the stone keep to save them. Because if you don't do that, you will just need to remake all of them one by one from your stone keep, and that's going to take a really long time. And to be honest, Prawsha still didn't expand, so Urakaar can just stay here, and they have the same amount of income. You can see 2 damage upgrades on Nightmare. Oh, I don't know if Urakaar is trying to go for I'm not actually Steambirds. It's called Steambird, I think, in English. So Steambirds, just the flying unit that's really strong against buildings, but cannot attack air units, and it's produced in the Gnome Workshop, unlocked by Gnome Alchemist. I mean, it's probably Steambird. So maybe he's going for that, or he just wants to upgrade his catapults, but he don't have too many of those. Steambirds might be quite decent choice. To be honest, I think Prawsha can just drop here and destroy the Gnome Alchemist. But he's going for an expansion, this is the most important thing. Of course, checking all the areas if Urakaar doesn't have an expansion somewhere. But Urakaar has no way to push, especially once he puts so many resources into the towers. He just cannot leave the town and push, so this is going to get completed. Urakaar probably also don't have the options to actually make his own expansion. He's behind on population a little bit. Doesn't have expansion. I mean, those towers are nice, but all Prawsha needs to do is just build the Chamber of the Avenger, make 1 Avenger, and destroy the whole town. So this is not going to help too much. Also, he could just create some stalkers and blind it with the defile dust. Or fog. Yeah, but Prawsha is just checking everything. He didn't check this area, I think, the only one, but outside of that he probably checked all the expansion options. So he knows for a fact that Urakaar is not expanding anywhere. Just moving there to be sure if something was here, so he can be there on time. Doesn't see anything, so probably gonna retreat. Urakaar even making the strongest towers. Probably would be a better idea to make them in front, because they are much tankier. They have 2 more armor and also 40 more HP, while only having 2 more damage, fire, which is just not really worth it to put it in the back. Much better to upgrade the ones in the front first. But to be honest, I don't really know what he's trying to do here. He doesn't make any Steambirds, just another catapult. Doesn't even make any upgrades in the Gnome Alchemist. He's definitely protected against hive guards and flying hive stingers, but he definitely is going to fall to the Avengers that are going to be created in this Vengeance Hall really soon. Also, since Prawsha was making the nightmares from the beginning, he will already have maximum damage upgrade on all the units from Vengeance Hall, including the Avengers, so it will be even stronger unit. Now he just needs to fill up his expansion. If he wants, he can just create another one, doesn't really matter at this point. He can easily create twice the amount of units as Urakaar. To be honest, it seems like Urakaar kinda gave up here, just trying to make it as hard as possible for Prawsha to conquer his town by making catapults and guard towers, but there is just I don't see any strategy that would be like leading towards actual victory, just slowing the game down. Yeah, almost kill one Hive Stinger. Doesn't really change anything. Avenger is already coming. Prawsha has 2 towns and still spending all his resources really well. 2000 wood, doesn't really need it, but yeah, just 2 harvesters on wood, that's really optimal, so don't need to lower that.
Ready for siege.
He should definitely bring the catapults in the front so they can shoot any Avengers that will try to shoot on these guard towers. Prawsha probably gonna wait for some more Avengers, doesn't need to rush it, he has more resources. Urakaar is gonna run out of resources pretty soon eventually. And he also put so many into the towers, so there is like no way he will have enough resources to ever counter push. He also cannot expand anywhere even if he made an arc. Everything is being spotted by the Hive Stingers. Prawsha kinda knows. I mean, he knows that it's already decided. Probably just kinda annoyed by the fact that he needs to destroy so many towers. Yeah, just small talking here. The Hive Stingers will be totally useless here, yeah, but doesn't really matter. He can just come there with the Avengers. Or as I said, he could just make Stalkers, but doesn't seem like he wants to make a Dimensional Gate. He's just making another expansion to assure that he will have enough resources even for a longer game. But as I said, the resources will just disappear in a second. One gold field is already empty, it will disappear now. And this is the end of the resources for Urakaar. Gonna produce a few more units, but then he's just going to die. This was damage upgrade for catapults. I think it maybe also increases the range a little bit. But Avengers are already here. He should definitely run on them with the pikemans now, because there is nothing that can protect them and it will deal a lot of damage. Of course, catapults are also a nice idea, but yeah, I mean, he can just do this, destroy one tower and now run home and heal. Or he could just make a deformer here to create the unholy area. But all he needs to do is just destroy something and retreat, because Urakaar won't have enough resources to rebuild it. While Prawsha can just be here forever. He can take all the expansions on the map. He just have patrol points here, scouting everything. I mean, the catapults are of course dealing some damage to the Avengers. It's lowered because you take only 45% from fire. And catapult has 25 fire damage, but the 50 bash is full, so still pretty decent. Definitely the, I mean, not the best counter. Pikemans are still more effective, but catapults are really decent against Avengers, so don't need to worry about anything like this. And he will just destroy the towers really simply. Actually going for a castle upgrade. I don't think that's the way you want to spend your last resources, but fine. Actually it doesn't increase range, but I think there is another upgrade that you can use to upgrade the range of catapults. Not steambirds, but at least catapults. To be honest, I was really expecting the steambirds to be made. This is side range, okay. To be made after he created the Gnome Alchemist. It was quite obvious solution. It's a really strong unit, but to be honest, Prawsha would just destroy it with the Flying Hive Stingers, so that also wouldn't help. but I think it would be pretty effective against Nightmares and also Avengers. It also has fire damage, probably even more than catapults, but Avengers cannot counterattack it, and Nightmares don't take reduced damage from fire, so that wouldn't change anything. I'm running with ground units. Small ground units against Avengers is just not too strong. Prawsha doesn't even come here with his Nightmares, that's kind of surprising. He just decided to destroy Urakaar only with Avengers after making different units for the whole game. Yeah, and Urakaar spent his last gold on this upgrade, telescope, to increase his view range for catapults. Didn't even upgrade his last tower to maximum. And now, yeah, Prawsha has twice the amount of population used, actually coming with his Hive Stingers as well. Still not utilizing his Nightmares, probably don't want to lose them to the catapults. He just needs those Hive Stingers to slow everything down, so the Pikemans cannot rush on the Avengers. Some of them actually got there, so I think the Avengers will die here, but as you can see, totally deleted like 4 Pikemans. Or I mean, they survived, but with like 1 HP. But now the Nightmares come into the place with movement speed buff. Here is the Deformer that I was talking about. He could use to get some extra healing, so he doesn't need to retreat all the way to his home. Some resurrection, but yeah, now we are getting some small lucks. Hopefully it won't disconnect right at the end. Yeah, so this will be GG. Prawsha is the winner of the tournament, but I will actually ask Urakaar and Prawsha if they want to play the third game anyways. Maybe they just want to play another game, just for fun. If not, this will be the last game of the tournament, of course. And Prawsha, of course, will be getting the reward of a custom-made map if he wants to. And of course, then we'll congratulate him after the match ends. Yeah, I mean, 2 expansions, 3 towns in total. Blocked down. Didn't really make anything else, just Hive Stingers and Nightmares. And then in the end just added some Avengers. Actually, I could have asked them here, but Urakaar already left. So let me actually ask them first before we continue. I will just ask them on Discord. And first let's of course get through the results. We can see everything here. Actually, pretty similar amount of units killed. 82 and 82. And I mean 80 to 82. That's like a comparison. And 30, 45. That's fine. 50 buildings constructed, all the towers there. 9 researches on both sides, okay. He did some of the researches for the catapults in the end.